This is level L, list 9, and we're doing the day 1 page. And on this page we've got a couple of things happening. We're looking at the EY making the A sound in they, grey, pray, and weigh and obey. And then we're looking at the OR sound, which is OAR. So this is one of the 11 OR sounds that we can write in English words. Okay, so we've got some other things happening here too. Way, you know that there's an H after the W, because if you say way and hold your hand in front of your mouth, you'll feel air after the W, so you know to put that H in there. This O is making a long sound, hence we only have one consonant after a long vowel sound. And I think that's about all that we really need to highlight. You know that TH by now, sister. Okay, so what do these words mean? So they means a group. When we're referring to a group of others, we say they. Grey is a colour, often the colour of the sky before it rains. Prey, we have birds of prey or animals of prey that eat smaller animals that they can prey upon and catch and eat. There is another prey as well. So this prey means where some people may pray to a god or pray for something to happen. Means they're asking for something to happen. Whey, this whey here means the protein that we get from the milky liquid that's left when we make a cheese or something. So we have a bit of a watery substance left. That's the whey. Quite often find that they add whey to some protein shakes that people might take to give them more energy. So the other way is W-A-Y, and that means like the way home or the route that you're going to take. Obey means when you do as you're told. And or, now this or means the paddle that you would use to move a boat. You can have or like this as well, which means which would you prefer, a chocolate or a lolly, where you've got to decide on one thing or the other. The other ore is like the mineral ore that we take from the ground. A boar is a male pig. If it's a wild boar, it might look like this, but you can have quite friendly boars, which is the male pig that you'd have in a pigsty as well. So I lived on a farm and my dad used to have a pet boar, and it used to follow him around the farm like a dog. So they don't always have to be ferocious like this, but this one's definitely looking dangerous. Roar is where a noise that an animal might make. Soar, now this soar means to move through the sky. So an eagle can soar, a jet can soar through the sky, a plane can soar through the sky. So it's to move smoothly, I suppose, through the sky. So the other soar is where you spell it S-A-W, meaning you saw something yesterday, you can see something, or saw up a piece of wood. And you can also have a sore on your leg, which is spelt differently again. A board could be like a whiteboard or a chalkboard that you see in a classroom, or it could just mean a piece of wood or a piece of something hard. You'd also have like a surfboard that you could go surfing on. Right, let's read these words, sound them, spell them and write them. So get your little bit of paper ready. We're going to go they, T-H-E-Y, T-H-E-Y, T-H-E-Y. Write it 3 times. Check to make sure that you've spelt it correctly. Yes, that's okay. So this EY is not really a very common way of writing the long A sound, but it's one of the more difficult ones. And there's really very few words with the EY in it for the A sound. Same with this OR sound. There's not many words that we use OAR for the OR sound, but you have to know what they are. This is is level L, list 9, and we're doing the day 2 page, and here we're using the EY to make the A sound at the end of they, grey, pray, weigh and obey. And then we've got another R control vowel, we're using O-A-R to make the OR sound. So we've got OR, bore, roar, saw and bored. So they just means a group of, grey is a colour, prey means the food that an animal may catch to eat. Whey is the protein we extract from a dairy product. Obey means to do as you're told or instructed. And oar, this oar means a paddle to move a boat. A boar is a male pig. Roar is the sound that a car or an animal could make, or a machine could make. Soar, this soar now means to soar through the sky, like a plane or a jet or a bird may do. So we do have soar where we could write it like that too, which means a saw that you cut with, or I saw you with my eyes. There is another way of writing bore as well, which means this one means it's not very exciting, or to make a hole in the ground. And you know we do have or that could be spelled OR, meaning which one would you like, or the ore from the ground, the mineral that we take from the ground. This raw could mean raw meat, means it's not cooked. Board, now this board means like a whiteboard or a chalkboard or a piece of wood, a plank of wood or a piece of wood, a surfboard. But we could also say bored means when you've got nothing to do and you're quite bored, you're not interested in doing anything. So little few homophones hidden in there. We've also got this pray up here, which we could also have pray as in when people talk or think about God. Way, this one is where you know the way home, and that's about all the homophones that we have, but there are a lot of them in this list. So you've got down here the pig family, a sow, a piglet, and has to be one of these words. So I've just told you when we went through those descriptions, so you need to go back and listen more carefully if you missed it. Homophones, we've got board, board, or, roar, roar, bore, way, pray, saw, saw. So you can hear those words all sound the same, but they are spelt differently and they mean different things. So spiders often play with their something before killing it. You can work out in your groups what those missing words are. Now down here, fill in the gap with the missing list word. Mum says she is going to get something here from trying to make me do my homework. Have a think about that one within your group and write the answer in, and the rest, as they say, is history. So let's go back to the top and do our read it, sound it, spell it. So we've got they, the A, T-H-E-Y, cover it and write it, and you can do the rest of that on your own. This is level L, list 9, and we're doing the day 3, and here we've got the EY for the long A sound at the end of these words, they, grey, pray, weigh and obey, and we've got the OR sound using the letters O-A-R in or, bore, roar, saw and bored. So let's read the words, sound the words and spell them and then write them. So we've got they, the A, T-H-E-Y, and then you must cover it and write it and then check to make sure you spelt the word correctly. Now down here we're doing some plurals, so we'd have, if we have a group of bores, we would call it a sounder of bores, a stack of, and there's a hint there, so you can use a list word that links to that, and a pair of, so you can work out what those missing words are. Make the new words, then use one of them in a sentence. So you've got obedient, greyest and border. Now, if you have a look here, you can see there's a vowel before the Y in each of these words. So if you're adding to them, you're not going to change the Y to an I because of that vowel before it. You must leave that Y there. So if you're doing pray, praise, praying, prayed, you're not going to change the Y to an I anywhere when you're adding the S or the ED. So obeyed is giving you that hint there. So down here you have to finish the sentences with the verb in the correct tense. So the upcoming test was something on the student's mind. You may need to discuss these within your group to make sure that you write the correct words in their correct tense. This is level L, list 9, and we're doing the day 4 page, and here we're doing sound sort, and then we're looking at possessive pronouns down the bottom. So fill in the correct long A sound and sort into the correct groups. So let's just do a couple so you know what to do. Nay would be, we've got the EI, EY, AI, AY, A consonant E, and the A with at the start of a word here. So they're all the representations of the long A sound that you have learnt so far. So in nay we've got the EI, in they we've got the EY. So you may choose to perhaps colour code them. So I'm going to make all the words with an EI, at the EI blue, and I might make all the words with the EY for the long A sound red. So then at the end it's going to be quite easy for me to go through and just write all the blue ones here, all the red ones here, and so forth, whatever colours you choose to use. So I'm going to put nay here and they there. So we've also given you a hint as to how many words are in each set. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words to find for each of the representations of that long A sound. So down the bottom you have to choose the correct possessive pronoun. We've written some in here. We've got his, hers, mine, theirs, ours, yours, its. So we have the same hat. Is this one, could be mine, or it could be yours. I'm going to put, is this one mine? So you have to work out the correct possessive pronoun that may be written in to finish those sentences.